Hi, welcome to Once Upon a Story. Today we're going to do something a little different. We have a guest storyteller. So Ashlyn will tell us our story for today. Sit back and relax for today's story.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn, your guest storyteller. Let's get on with the story. So, once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mother on the edge of a big, deep woods. Her nickname was Little Red Riding Hood, and nobody knew her real name because she had this hood that her grandmother had sent her that she loved and she wore every day. So, that's where she got her nickname, Little Red Riding Hood. Her grandmother lived on the other side of the woods. One day, her mother called her inside. Little Red Riding Hood, her mother said. Yes, Mother, said Little Red Riding Hood. I need you to take these cakes and this delicious fresh apple juice to your grandmother. She is sick in bed. Now go. Stay on the trail. Do not go off. And do not talk to any strangers. Yes, Mother, replied Little Red Riding Hood. And off she went. When she was about halfway there, she met a wolf. Now, she did not realize the wolf was dangerous, so she just said, Good day, sir, wolf. And the wolf said in his deep, low, growly voice, Hello, Little Red Riding Hood. Hello, Mr. Wolf, said Little Red Riding Hood. How are you today? I'm good. What are you doing with those cakes and apple juice? I'm bringing them to my grandmother. She's sick in bed. Oh my, that's horrible. Where does your grandmother live? Oh, she lives on the other side of the woods, about a half an hour's walk from here. All right. Well, then, I'll see you on the way. Also, did you see those flowers? They're very pretty. I'm sure your grandmother will like them. Oh, you're right. And with that, Little Red Riding Hood ran off the trail and into the woods to pick the flowers. As soon as she was away and picking her flowers, the wolf ran to the grandmother's house, and he knocked. And he said in his sweetest little girl voice, Grandmother, are you home? Please open the door for me. I've brought cakes and apple juice. And the grandmother answered, Come let yourself in, Little Red. I'm sleeping in bed. And the wolf let himself in. As soon as he was in there, he gulped the granny down in one piece. As soon after that, Little Red Riding Hood went to the cottage. She then knocked on the door, and the wolf said, when she asked if she could come in, Do come in, dear. I'm just sick and stuck in bed. And Little Red Riding Hood let herself in. Creak. Thump. So, then she walked upstairs to her grandmother's room. Grandmother, said, here's your cakes and apple juice. Just, my, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, answered the wolf. And my, what big eyes you have. All the better to see you with, replied the wolf. My, what big hands you have. All the better to hug you with, replied the wolf. And, oh my, what big teeth you have. All the better to gobble you up. And then he gulped Little Red Riding Hood down in one gulp. Then the huntsman heard the commotion, and he went in. he spotted the wolf and he said, "What a trickster. I wonder what happened to the old granny who lived here. He probably ate her all up." But then he heard, and he decided not to kill the wolf immediately. Instead, he cut the wolf's stomach open and pulled the Granny and Little Red Riding Hood out. Then they killed him immediately there. And after that, the woodsman and Little Red Riding Hood and the grandmother ate all the cakes and drank all the apple juice, and Little Red Riding Hood never, ever talked to strangers again or went off the path. The end.
Thank you, Ashlyn, for telling today's story. I hope you liked today's story. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more great stories. If you have a favorite story that you would like us to tell, please leave it in the comments below. See you next time!